Don't you know you can't just let anyone sip from your well? Don't you know you can't let anyone sip from your well? No, because not everybody deserves access to the goodness that you have worked so hard for. Good morning, family. Yes, this is SoBlezz. Welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome. If you're just a returning viewer and you have not subscribed yet, please consider doing so. Today, we're talking about your energy, your water well, honey. That inner place you spent years digging, praying, crying, showing up and healing. And then, here comes somebody trying to sip off of you like it's a free community well. That's what we're talking about today. Your energy well, your water well. No, ma'am. Not today, not ever again are we letting people treat us like we're community property. Not today. For that energy well, honey, you have dug that well with your sweat and your tears, and you want to protect it. You know how deep you had to dig. You know how deep you had to dig. And that water didn't just appear. That's your well. You dug that well all by yourself. You went through droughts. You went through all the bad decisions. You went through the people pleasing. You went through even trauma and maybe even therapy. Some of y'all had to crawl through the desert to get to that well. You know what you had to go through to get there. So why would you let people keep coming to your well to rob you of your energy? Those people who didn't help you to dig, they want to drink from your well for free. Am I right? So why would you let people who didn't help you dig drink for free? That's the question. It's like having somebody just show up and say, hey, sis, can I borrow some of your calmness? Can I borrow some of your peace today? Can I dump some of my drama off in your well? Oh, no. No. They even come with their own cup. They got cups, but they ain't got their own well. So tell me, if you went through all that, what are some of the things that you can do to protect your energy and to protect your peace? Now that you have gone through all of that, so that you can have your own reserve well of energy, because you got rid of your trauma, you got rid of all those things that were keeping you from drinking from the well of energy. So what are you going to do to protect it? Oh yeah, it's definitely a boundary check. Remember we talked in the last video about boundaries. So now we're checking those boundaries. What are we going to do? Are we going to just give somebody a bucket and let them take from our well? First of all, let's talk about access. Everybody shouldn't have the same level of access to you. Now we know there are some folks that'll come to you. They'll come right to your peaceful space with all their drama and all their mess. They never ask you, how are you doing? But they'll leave you depleted, like that 3% battery on your phone. Completely drain your energy. Enter your space, take your peace, and drain your energy. Now you need to protect your water. You work too hard for it. Healing, to let other people who are unhealed come in and pollute your water. Set those boundaries, baby. Even if you got to put up some private property signs around you, and let folks know, go ahead, keep it moving. Take that somewhere else. Don't explain the fences that you have to put up to folks. Protect your perimeter, but you don't owe them no explanation of why you got these fences around your perimeter. even when they trying to break in anyway, right? They gonna try to look for a way to break in anyway. You know, I'm gonna throw some more analogies in there. So let's just say, imagine you got this beautiful well, right? It's a clean well. It's a deep well that you hand dug. This well is precious to you. Now you got these random folks from up the street somewhere just who never asked you how you were doing when you were out there digging that well, honey. Now they showing up with gallon jugs, not cups, not a Dixie cup, a whole jug, gallon jugs. The next thing you know, your well is dry and they gone. They gone. They off sipping your goodness while you left tired and trying to refill. Well, that's what it's like when you give your energy to the wrong people. They're thieves. They're energy thieves. They have come, they have stolen your energy, and now they gone, and they off enjoying their life, leaving you depleted. Now, some of us, we were raised to be nice. We were raised to be strong, especially women. And so you feel bad when you have to set limits with people. You feel like, or they imply or make you feel like you being mean when you set limits. Well, let me just say this. Kindness does not mean accessible. Loving does not mean you need to be drained of your energy. You can wish people well without letting them sip from your well, your reserve. You can wave from the porch and still lock your door, honey, because you got to protect what you work so hard for. Your overflow doesn't necessarily mean that it is for the purpose of other people, especially the wrong people. Some people don't even need your energy. It's just for their convenience. Remember, you are allowed to rest. You are allowed to be selective. And you're allowed to say, no, not today, baby. Okay, so here's a little truth for you. When you keep giving your well water to other people, what are you going to drink? And honey, you cannot pour from what you do not have. So this morning, I want you to do yourself a favor. I want you to choose you. I want you to choose peace. I want you to choose to protect your deepest, most sacred work, your peace. Everybody does not get access to the healed version of you. If they weren't there when you were breaking ground, they don't need to be there when your well is overflowing. They don't deserve access to what you have worked for. So make the right decision for you, okay? I want to thank y'all for joining me this morning. If you're catching the replay, thank you also. If this blessed you or encouraged you in any way or just made you laugh, go ahead and drop me a comment. Put it in the chat. And until next time, keep your well clean and keep your spirit guarded. This is SoBlezz, and I'm going to see you soon.